Today, just want to comment on the situation with Bobby Morse, aka Robert Moss, in northern Thailand. He was arrested in Chiang Mai for sexually abusing girls in his hostel, Hill Tribe girls, and he's already been released on bail. There's a number of blogs that went up originally and then came down again because people are not willing to comment on the issue. The problem is that all these missionaries are, as in his case, making money off the Hill Tribe children and taking the Hill Tribe children away from their families and forcing a new religion on them, a new culture or social thinking on them. And this has been going on in Thailand for a long time, and it's looked favorably upon by the U.S. Embassy, Consulate, State Department. They're very cozy with the missionaries, and they've used them as resources during the Vietnam War and so forth. And there's a lot of missionaries in northern Thailand doing this very same thing of removing Akha children where they're no longer under the protection of their families to these residential schools. Chameleon Social Center has a couple hundred in Chiang Mai. There's Vern Macaulay's Youth with a Mission, YWAM, in Chiang Mai. River of Life, Rob and Pat, I think the names is on that. There's Ajay's Akha Outreach, and all these missions profile themselves on taking away Hill Tribe children from their families in putting them in a hostel, and there's no supervision of what goes on or happens to those children. You had Dapa Yote, Ajay's brother, was very, very well known for exploiting the girls in the Dapa hostel. And that went on for years. Nothing was ever done about it. There's a CGT. There's some 300-400 children there. That was a Rotary supported project with Dave. We were talking about the missionaries in Thailand taking away the Akha children and the missions that are doing that, and the need for that to stop. And the problem that we have is we have this really large missionary dynasty in Thailand that considers itself immune to accountability to anybody. And when someone like Bobby Morse gets in trouble, they all close ranks and help cover it up. We had people commenting already that numbers of girls that were abused wasn't the numbers that the paper said, that it was no big deal. So it's going to be very interesting to see what comes out of his case. But there's many other cases like this, going back to Benedicta House, where when you have all these kids taken and put into mission schools, and then they're separated from their culture, they're taught their culture is bad, their language is bad, their parents are bad, and it's this big setup is done. Then you set up a situation where the kids can be abused because there's no oversight, and the Thai government really doesn't care because it's in working with relocating villages and assimilating the Akha. So it's pretty much open season on the Hill Tribe, and it's been that way for years in agreements with the King of Thailand that the Hill Tribe were open season. So that's the attitude. The Morses worked with the Lisu. The Lisu are very bad to the Akha. The Lisu missionaries are very bad to the Akha. They were involved in a lot of the village takeovers. Lisu pastors, Maasai Baptist involved with that, the Bethel Bible Institute that Maasai Baptist built, the Lisu hostel, guest house in Maasai. We did film there once. They had 5 and 6 and 7-year-old children working cement 8 and 9 o'clock at night as laborers, and the Mayside Baptists denied that they had any connection to that hostel, but in fact it was the one and the same operation. So at least who were pastors and young men were involved in removing girls from Akha villages out in the Huamekalm, Hintak area, and the Chinese Baptists were involved with the Dawn Project, removing girls, and this has been going on for 10 to 20 years, and pretty much smiled on by the U.S. Embassy. Matter of fact, there's a safe house up there in at the joining of the road to Doi Tung, Doi Mae Salong to Mae Chan, right there at the junction. There's a safe house where girls are put, but the numbers aren't accounted for, and girls are always disappearing out of that facility located at that junction. It's called a child center or something like that. Supposedly a government project with police guards, and we've talked with those people before too, and they just think the Akha are a laughing matter, and that any way that they can be exploited is fine. And so there's so many stories around in northern Thailand about that you can go, and I can take you to mission after mission after mission and show you where they've taken away children and how they do it, and the facilities that they've built, and for this purpose, and the hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars have been spent to take away Akha children, while these people all claim that they take them away because the Akha are poor and can't take care of their own people. So it's a case of exploitation and not very many people doing anything about it.